Welcome back to Thionite Plays Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we completed atop her throne, Melia's Ascension quest. We recruited and completed all of her quests in a single 90-minute episode, and it was full of wonder and nostalgia and very contemplative thoughts. But on this episode, we are having a deja vu repeat, not with Melia, but with another queen, Nia, because we are here at the Cloud Keep. It has mysteriously returned to the Etia region. It has yet to make its way to the top of Agnus Castle. Luckily for us, that means Nia is still here. She was at the castle before, but now she's mysteriously decided to make her way back, and we are going to go and ask her why that is, among many other things. Maybe we can even ask for Poppy. Can we have one mechanical blade, artificial blade? Why did I say mechanical? It doesn't matter. Nia, we have many questions, one of which being, will you join us on our adventure? Nia, where are you? If I take one more step, it'll be the closest I've ever been to talking to a queen. Well, excluding every interaction we've ever had with Melia up until now. Nia, we have many things to discuss.
Huh? Where's the queen? Maybe she isn't there. But where is she then?
Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da.
Huh?
Haven't worn this for a while. Still looks pretty natty though, eh, Nia, old fox? So tough to get around in those bloody formal duds. One false step and you fall flat on your face. I finally feel like I can be myself. Really cut loose, I love it. Oh!
Oh.
What are you guys doing here?
We just, what are you?
Majesty, your clothes.
Wait, just hang on. Give me a second here, all right? Well met, all of you. Please accept my heartfelt welcome. I can offer you only a simple welcome today. But do please make yourselves comfortable. Is something the matter?
Doesn't it wear on you? Acting like that.
What?
Noah?
No, it's perfectly fine. Dispense with such concerns. Pray, let not my regal status prohibit you from presenting your inquiries. Please, speak your minds.
All right, well, here's a question. What's that get-up all about?
Yes. Perhaps you would find my clothes rather curious.
I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool. No sweat.
Oh. No, it's nothing like that. Before, I told you all how the world was once divided into two, if you recall.
Yes, you told us when we first met. How could we forget that, Your Majesty?
These clothes belong to that era, when the worlds were two, unmingled. These raiments were created specially for me in that older realm.
So they're from your old world, Majesty?
Right. I suppose you could call it a keepsake of my motherland, if you like.
Motherland? Can you explain that word, please?
The place of my coming into existence in the world, of my infancy and upbringing. We called that our motherland.
Your Majesty's motherland? What kind of place could it have been?
Are you interested, Noah?
I am. The subject seems so huge I can scarcely begin to imagine it. If it please you, I'd love to hear more about your world, Your Majesty.
Certainly. I'd be happy to. Well, to begin with, I ought to explain... Actually, now that I think it over, if I were to tell you the whole of the story, a full day and night might not suffice, I fear. In fact, I'm certain of it.
Oh, I see. Then I'm sorry to have made such an unreasonable demand of you. Well, maybe another time then.
Even then, surely you have important matters you ought to be taking care of. It won't do for me to detain you here.
Huh? Well, I suppose so, but...
Therefore, let us go forth together.
Yes, Your Majesty, as you wish. Wait.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I don't think we quite heard right.
I mean to say that I will accompany you on your travels. That way, I'll be able to continue my tales. Night and day, every day if needs be. I mean, that is not to imply that being cooped up here the whole time is as lonesome as it is tedious. Or that I'm well pleased with myself for inventing an elegant, way-sneak excuse to get out. It's nothing like that at all. Please do not misinterpret it this.
No one was saying that anyway.
I suppose it may be a bit much, eh?
We weren't saying that either.
All right then, it's decided. A deal, shall we say?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ah, yes!
Okay then, we humbly beg Your Grace, Your Majesty, or was that respectfully?
Oh, come now. No need for such formality. I ask only for your kind support, Noah. Oh, and from now on, I'd like you to address me simply as Nia. From now on, I'll be just another one of your ordinary fellow traveling folk.
Travel Aionios with Nia and discover special events across the world. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, it's been so flippin' long! What I mean to say is...
Life Sage Nia. Class Inheritor is Mio. Noah and Mio, the inheritors of the Queen's power. Welcome, welcome to the party, Mio. And, Nia, not Mio. The names, I get them confused. Nia's class. The Life Sage, she is, as you might expect from Nia, a healer, the strongest of the healer classes, able to support the party in its entirety, heals allies while dealing defense-ignoring damage to enemies. Nia is a very powerful healer, and we have to immediately change Mio's clothes, because I really like the little Corella DeVille outfit, collar, jacket thing that she has, but we need the better outfit. Mio, change the thing. Class as well. From Masha's class to Nia's class. Goodness, that's pretty good. Nice. We'll talk more about the Life Sage class in a chain attack, as we did with Melia eventually. Probably back in the Malevolent Hallow, but that is fine. As Nia has said, her story about Aionios, not Aionios, all rest, would take a day and a night, too much time to talk, so we have to bring her to various places across the world, and we will do that. This episode is going to be a traversal-based episode, where we get stories of Nia's along the way, and this is, yet again, something I have never seen before. I never did Melia's quest, and I never did Nia's quest. I really didn't do a lot of the post-game. So this is going to be brand new to me as well, and this is going to be really fun. Nia, I cannot wait to give you the perfect excuse to finally get out of this dingy, lonesome, wretched little crown castle thing. Whatever this place is called. It seems so weird. Why do you have water up above? It seems like a really odd place for a pool. How would you even get up there? You'd need like a really tall ladder to get all the way up there. And like, if you swam down too deep, you'd just die. I mean, like, I know you're, really durable. You literally survived being impaled, and that's no small feat, and you're like a healer blade, but like, your ankles. Anyway, can we release Poppy? Poppy, I know you're powering this entire place because you're like the best ever in terms of everything, but like, we need to Nia, we need to free her. We need to free her. We need to free her. We have her and Eno, they would get along like literally like a house on fire. It would be so good. All right, whatever, fine. If you want to keep Poppy suspended in an eternal state of animated suspension, then we'll be on our way. The first goal is in the Pentalus region, specifically the Archaic Tower. Where exactly is that? Pentalus region. I believe it's in Pentalus region full. And can we see on the map? Lots of ether spheres. I believe... Where is... There it is. This is the location, the Archaic Tower. You can simply skip travel to the tower camp and be right there. That's pretty good. I have a list. There are only 4 locations, and I have a list of where they are because I would not know where to go if I did not have a list because, again, I'd never done this. So I will, I suppose I shall meet you straight in the tower. Go to the tower.
Those empty ruins.
Do they strike a memory in your brain space, oh Nia? Can we make it not foggy? Because, like, if we're gonna have a chat about this, can we, like, make it, like, super quickly, like, not fog?
Those empty ruins.
Can I force you to say that every time I change the time?
Those empty ruins.
Oh, Nia, that's hilarious. Sorry, Nia. It's because we can manipulate the very fabric of time. If we go back in time, it's kind of natural that you'd say it again. And then if we were like just standing here staring into the fire for like 6 straight hours, she'd be like, "What is wrong with them? They're just staring into the fire." And she doesn't want to be rude, so she's kind of like, "Can we just, like, nudge them along?" It's like, those empty ruins. Would you look at those empty ruins? I have many things to say about those empty ruins if anyone cares to see it. And then they're just, like, staring into the fire for another
Those empty ruins.
3 hours. All right, fine, Nia. It can be a foggy, overcast day. Tell me about the ruins.
Nia? Everything all right?
This place you call Mactha Wildwood. Do you know anything about all the ruins and things scattered around here?
No, to tell the truth.
I never paid them any mind, I guess. But now you mention them, they do seem pretty weird. Oh. Hey, is this also related to stuff from your old world, Nia?
That's a good guess, Senna. Not quite right, but you aren't far off.
Please, explain.
All right, I will. This is probably something you ought to know about. I told you before about Aionios' creation, right? Well, what I'm about to talk about goes back much further into the past than that.
You mean when the worlds were one?
The people of that time had access to absolute power, using it to create and enjoy a flourishing civilization. But in the end, they started to fight each other for control over that very power. And because of that, the power became a calamity and ripped the world in two. What we're looking at now is the remnants of the destruction that humanity has wrought. So the true meaning of all this ruin is to stand as a monument to the history that created this world.
If you really think about it, we human beings are the cause of all of it.
I don't get it. Why fight till everything burns?
The answer is because they were afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of ending. All life, all civilizations and cultures, everything comes to an end in time. Of course, humans are part of the world too. We can't escape that rule either. But people never stop looking for a way, even if it means going beyond the rules. Eternity. That's what they were searching for.
Eternity.
If the present moment carries on forever, then the end will never come. That's eternity. With that, the miserable decay that you're looking at now would never come to pass. I think you probably all know the rest of the story already. Why this world that we're in now is called Aionios, the realm of eternity.
Zed also wants eternity, just as the people did back then.
But, I mean, even though they were longing for eternity, to sacrifice so many lives to achieve it, it can't be right.
I agree. We might get hurt, and someday we'll be gone. But we have to keep moving forward in spite of all that. That's what it means to live, right, Nia?
Yes, exactly right. That must be clear to you all now. You should hold on to that vision of life. Cherish it as you go forward. Keep that in your heart so that you never repeat the mistakes of the past.
I think it was a bit more than just fear of the end. I mean, that's no small part, because if I remember my history, and I played all 3 games, so I know my history. I technically played all 4 games. X also has a tiny bit of the history of the world, but I remember hubris and greed. They played their own role, no small role, in the creation of this world. One step closer to the divine, I do believe, was the relevant quote. Right. If you recall, this did used to be Moritha, all of these buildings, and Moritha itself was what remained of the architect's original world, way back when, way before Aionios, way before the Bionis, the Mechonis, and way before all rest. I wonder, each location we're probably going to go to is probably, well, it's going to be in relation in some way to those worlds, but the other locations that we have to go to probably are going to revolve around Bionis, Mechonis, and all rest, because one of them is the Sophronia tree in the Fornus region, another one is the Ascension ground, which is in Agnus Castle. Don't interrupt my thoughts. And then the third and final one is the Memorial Hall in the city. So the Sophronia tree is probably going to have, Nia's probably going to tell us a story about Fonza Maima, or Uriah, which is in all rest. And then the Ascension ground, that's going to be probably in regards to Erytheus Sea, which would be Aerith Sea, so the Bionis. So maybe we have one of each. One little conversation dedicated to each of the worlds. The Architect's original world, Bionis, all rest, and Aionios. Maybe we'll get a little bit of knowledge about the founders from Nia's perspective, because she probably would have had some knowledge about them if they're like the original Ouroboros, and Nia, you know, as she said, like the Ouroboros stones and that power, if it came from her core crystal, maybe we'll get a little bit of knowledge about them. I'd be insanely curious. I'm gonna save that one for last because, well, I mean, it might be a good segue to lead into Futures Redeemed, because that's coming up probably extremely soon, depending on how this goes. Anyway, this is just Nia's original quest, not even her Ascension quest, so we might split this up into 2, we'll have to see. Like I said, let's go to that Sophronia tree, because I am very curious. It's in the Fornus region, so I'll meet you guys there.
Ah, the scent of Sophronia. This takes me back.
Takes you back? You mean you know what this is?
Yes, of course. Sophronia trees used to grow in the world that I came from, you see.
Huh? For real? So that's where Sophronia trees come from. Who'd have guessed?
That's not all. What you call the Urian Mountains came from my world too.
Whoa, seriously? I always thought they were funny-shaped mountains.
I mean, now they're mountains. Back then, they weren't so picturesque.
Are there more places like this? Stuff that we don't know the true origin of?
Actually, yes. In fact, I dare say, pretty much everywhere you've seen till now.
Makes sense. If you hadn't been here, we'd have just walked right past like it was no big thing.
I suppose it's good for you all to know about how things were in the old world. Well, now you've got all this new perspective, why not have a look back at the path you already traced?
Looking back at where we came from. That could be a really valuable experience.
Yes. Please, give it some thought. The path that you're on now will lead you to the future that you've dreamed of.
I think you're being a little underestimating when you said that they're not, nearly as picturesque. Because I remember way back when those mountains ate me, and that was an experience. Because then we got attacked, and then we got attacked again, and then Vandam died, and then we got attacked again, and it was not a lot of fun. But that was Uriah. All right, a bit shorter and not nearly as weighty as Moritha, but that's fine. I really like how you can see the Mechonis' hand, as well as the Orion Mountains, as well as Origin's very ominous glowing red cloud. That's going to be off in the distance for the rest of forever. Anyway, Sophronia trees. Very picturesque. Gotta love those trees. So I suppose we did get a little bit of knowledge, or, well, a tiny story, a passing detail about Allrest, which is fine. Not all of them need to be extremely weighty. We will continue to walk this path towards our future, and we will redeem it, because that's what they do. We are connected in that way, because, Horna, the Golden Country, that the DLC of 2 does not fit nearly as well into the naming convention of 1 and 3. But that's neither here nor there, because now we need to go back to Agnus Castle, because that is the next location. Stare at this tree. Stare at this tree long enough so that when you can count individual blossoms, we'll already be back at the castle.
Haven't been here for a while.
I can't wait to see the look on Gondor's face when she sees you.
Gondor.
What do you mean you haven't been back here in a while? It was only in last episode where we found you over there. Where is Gondor anyway? We need to introduce the two. Oh my god, the Tyrkins! Oh my god, Micro and Mini Tyrkin, how are you guys doing? Gra, luck, good luck. Oh yeah, cheers, we're here, you buddy. Oh my god, Micro and Mini Tyrkin. They're here, of course they would be. Have you gotten used to your new home yet? Gra. Tyrkin helps small bro and Gondor human. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's a really big help. Oh my god, they're settling in and that's adorable. I completely forgot about the Mini and Micro Tyrkins being here as actual people. That's adorable. Oh, Gondor, you're really pulling everything together. Where is that girl anyway? I mean, I realize she should probably be in the city or somewhere, but if she's around, I'd like to have a tiny chat. Gondor, where are you? Are you around? Ulrich. All right, fine. If Gondor's probably off doing business. Let's go, actually see what perspective Nia has on the castle and potentially Erythia Sea.
Oh, what do you plonkers want now?
Hey, come on. Don't be like that. We're just here to say hi.
Huh? What's that? You got time on your hands, have you? Huh? Why? If it isn't...
I believe this is the first time we speak directly, isn't it, Gondor?
Can someone tell me what the hell's going on? What's the Queen of Agnus doing here? Oh, hang on. I suppose we are in Agnus Castle right now. So, maybe it's not so weird to see you here. But what I don't get is, why does the Queen of Agnus seem to know about me?
Well, it's a long story. The Vandham name, and those that bear it, have a deep meaning for me.
You mean my family?
In the past, we were saved by a man called Vandam. He taught us a lot about life and what it was we were called to do. It's no exaggeration to say that without him, there would be no me.
Huh? A real deep connection between Nia and Gondor's fam. Spooky.
The memories of it are all but lost now. These were events of the distant past.
Oh. More to the point. Seems you dags have gotten pretty used to chumming up with royalty, like it's no big thing.
Well, Nia asked us to treat her that way. Like another one of the gang.
Come on, Gondor. Surely you more than anyone wouldn't expect us to mince our words around Nia.
Wind your neck in, will ya? Nothing wrong with how I talk.
Oh, you're so bold and unabashed. I simply adore it.
I suppose I am.
I mean, you've passed through the conflict with the false queen, maintained order in the castle. There are a lot of things that came about because of your blood, sweat, and tears, Gondor.
Huh? Well, that's a real heck of a compliment. Too much for the likes of me, maybe, you Madge. All I reckon we really did was set a few boundaries to stop things going daft. I don't have a clue about your Agnian folks, though.
You're just being humble, Gondor. Please, there's no need for it. It's not easy to earn people's trust, to maintain the balance. And you do all that while still remaining natural, unadulterated Gondor.
Oi! I'm basically an adult. I'm almost... forget it.
Condor, you really soften up when you get a few kind words, don't you?
Huh? Who you calling soft?
I hope Agnes can count on your continued support.
I mean, what I'd really like to be saying right now is bite me. But since I got a real deal queen going to all the trouble of asking me, I guess I've got to at least consider the request a bit.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Gondor. As the nominal lady of Agnus Castle, I bestow upon you my sincere admiration for fulfilling the...
Hey! Whoa! Enough already! It's like you want to make me squirm.
Ah, there's our Gondor.
Just shut up, will you? We're done talking about me, all right? You Ouroboros assholes, mind your own beeswax, all right? I better not hear you've been holding the Queen back. You're a real goofy bunch, aren't you? Just being around you counts as a hazard.
Pot calling the kettle black much there, Gondor love?
Oh, that one, I really like that one. That little interaction. Because of course Nia would have a lot to say to the Vandam family. Oh, I really hope when we go to the castle we'll get to have a conversation between her and Monica. Oh, that would be so man. Of course they would have a lot to talk about because, you know, Vandam was really important to Nia and Rex and all of the team Aegis. Because, like, he literally died for them. Like, man, oh man. Of course. God, that was adorable. Gondor is a teddy bear. Well, a teddy bear to Nia because Nia inspires the best in people because it's Nia. Oh my God, I need to go to the city right now because I need to know. We're either gonna get a history lesson about the original Ouroboros founders, or we're going to have a conversation with Monica. And if it's truly the best of both worlds, we'll have the best of both worlds and get to have a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Nia, I really hope we can have our cake and eat it too. If you have any knowledge about the history of the city, Ouroboros, or the founders, we need to know. And if you have any time, we can converse with Monica as well, because, man, I need to know. To the castle, Memorial Hall, specifically.
Your Majesty, there you are.
Please, it's Nia. You aren't used to it yet, are you?
I'm sorry, Please forgive me, it's just...
It's fine. I may have taken my teasing a step too far there.
I hope what I'm about to say doesn't come out the wrong way, but
Yes?
it's just, you're our queen. We believed you were the one that gave us all life, and that we'd return to you in the end. You were like this awesome being high above. None of us could even dream of talking to you. And now you're just traveling along with us and chatting like it's an everyday thing. It's just really bizarre to me somehow. Like things have been switched around. It still feels a little strange.
Could it be that it just hasn't sunk in yet? I see. Well, it's the same for me.
What?
I'm sure I've told you this before, but please indulge me. While I was asleep in the Cloud Keep, I was getting information about what was happening in the world. So I knew long before that you were not M, but an independent being called Mio. But it was nothing more than information. I wanted to truly know you more than anyone else. But I couldn't touch you, couldn't make contact. I felt so close to you, but you were still this distant, far-off thing. It was so frustrating. But right now, you're so close, I can reach out and touch you, speak with you even. I never thought the day would come. It's a truly strange feeling.
It's the same for me.
Indeed. It's amazing, really, the way things worked out, don't you think?
For sure. If I hadn't become Ouroboros, I'd never have had the chance to meet you, Nia. Sometimes, a small pebble starts the avalanche, which changes your whole future. Don't you think?
No, I don't think you can put it all down to chance.
Huh? What do you mean?
I think we met because we were supposed to, Mio. It was meant to be. Because, to me, you're...
Hey! Mio! Nia! We're heading out soon, guys. Get a move on or you'll get left behind.
Okay, we're coming! Shall we go join the others?
Sure, let's do that. Mio?
Yes?
I'm really glad we got to talk like this.
Yeah, me too. Nia.
We may not have gotten the conversation we wanted or expected, but we got the conversation that we needed. Oh, we got some nice bonding experience and conversations between Nia and Mio. And that is something that I will never regret, because that was adorable. Oh, there's so much that can be implied, not least of which being the very, very obvious connection between the two. But I don't know if that's ever been confirmed in the main game. It's probably going to be confirmed. Well, I mean, God, so much is implied, especially because of that ending. But I'll save that for the end of Futures Redeemed and/or the story analysis. The central plinth. Have we ever talked about this? It's the Ouroboros Stone's cage. The object on display upon this plinth is the very first original? Oh boy. Original Ouroboros Stone's cage. It's important to note that the initial designs for the monument are said to have included a statue of a seventh founder in its place. Next to no information about the remains of the seventh founder's identity, and it's possible that this is not due to a simple loss of records. Rather, historians speculate that this is the result of a conscious decision by the seventh founder. Maybe we'll find out more about said seventh founder in Futures Redeemed. I gotta wonder. I can't wait to get to Futures Redeemed. I cannot wait. I genuinely, oh my god. I want to get to that DLC so quickly. But that's for later. Because right now, you may have noticed that it was 4 for 4 on all of the things for Mia's quests. Now, we could go to a rest spot right up there and talk about that. But I'm not going to, mainly for one specific reason. Mio's rank as the life sage is only level 1. I will have that conversation in the place of our choosing, a rest spot, once Mio is at level 10, because I believe while you can have the conversation, nothing is going to come of it until Mio is rank 10 on life sage. So, I suppose the only thing for it is to go back to the Malevolent Hallow, level up Mio, and then we can show off Nia in a chain attack and see her awesome battle music. Because, just like Melia, Nia also has a custom battle music theme. So I will see you for a chain attack and an expose of what an incredible battle theme Nia has. Pardon me and my deteriorating language skills. It happens all the time. All right, see you in that fight. All right, we return for a chain attack. Oh goody, oh goody. Same as always, we are going to show off the chain attack while listening to the glorious battle theme that is Nia's Xenoblade Cree 3 theme. But before we get to the actual song, because Nia's in this initial order, I can talk about it. 100% chance to revive all downed party members, allowing them to participate in the chain attack. Nia is an incredible healer, so if any of your party members have been defeated, like 0 HP, not taking part in the chain attack, if you successfully use Nia's art in the chain attack, they will come right back, join in the chain attack. It is a fantastic way if you're at a real tough low point in a fight. Nia is fantastic for that. But with that out of the way, let's actually listen to Nia's battle theme, because oh boy, it's a good one. What a good theme that was, and what a lot of good bonus EXP from that fight. Getting a chain attack on those special unique monsters is better than anything else. So much so that Mio is already at rank 4, and that was the first battle against the first enemies in this entire cave, believe it or not. From one fight, 3 ranks, which is a lot. Very good. So I suppose all that's left to do on my end is to get Mio to rank 10, and then I will meet back up with everyone in the city when we can actually talk about that conversation in a meaningful way. And so we return, training complete and ranks completed, completely filled. Rio. Oh my god, Mio is rank 10. Oh, the language. The language is out the window. It's completely gone. Hopefully this conversation is hopefully everyone is going to talk for me, because if I have to talk, I'm just gonna make them look like fools. City camp. Let's chat about things. What do we have to discuss? What is this actually about? Nia's memories. Required hero, Nia. Oh, this is going to start her ascension quest. I wonder if this is going to be an extremely long thing. There's only one way to find out, and that's to take part in said conversation. Nia, let us talk about your memories.
Let's lay out the facts.
Okay, so what we got next? Good question. Nia, anywhere you still want to go to? Well, if you're asking me to choose, then I may have to ask your advice first. Sure, hope we can give you a decent answer. In all the places you guys have been so far, was there ever a place where you could look up at the sky close, almost touch it? Look up at the sky up close, probably. Think that's what she might, the syntax, my brain, it doesn't, like I said, I'd butcher their dialogue. I'm so sorry, Nia. You try so hard to maintain the queenly facade, and here I come along, the fool of the omniscient perspective, and butcher it. I try my best, but it's not enough for your royal majesty. What do you mean, close to the sky? I guess she means, like, have we ever been to the highest place in the world, right? The highest place? Have we? Maybe, maybe not. Is that where you'd like to go now, Nia? Yes. I mean, I don't have any really major reason for it, but just when you asked where I wanted to go, that was the first thing that popped into my head. What, the sky, you mean? Maybe. When I look up at the sky, I just long to go back there. A sort of nostalgia, I suppose. Unfortunately for you, we don't have a world tree to climb, because that's probably the highest you've ever been. Up into space. Space. Did you know that space is the only place untouched by capitalism? Crazy. The things that you know, crazy facts that you know. Well, if that's what you want, then why don't we try and find a place high up in the sky just for you? Oh, really? You're good with that? I'm cool with it. Anyway, it was me who brought up this whole where do you want to go chat in the first place. If there's a way up there, then skyscraping place like that. What is with the syntax? It can't all be my fault. I'd love to check it out myself. If there's a way up there, skyscraping place like that. That's not how you say that sentence. Senna, I'm sorry. It's infecting the characters. That's not good. You guys, thank you so much. I guess I'm counting on you all over again. Let's find it together then. The place where we'll be close enough to touch the sky. Nia's Ascension Quest, grasping my future. I suppose I do have one idea. I have one idea about where I could take her. I'm not entirely sure if it'll be the right place.
Right then, should we get a move on?
We should indeed. I'm very curious. If we go into the map, and the one place, because Nia's whole shtick has been going to places that remind her of, you know, the old world. It was like Moritha, the colony, or not the colony, the castle, the Sophronia trees. We haven't had actually like a place dedicated towards Bionis and Metconus yet. So I wonder if we can take her to the Forgotten Fingertip, or the Distant Fingertip. I wonder if that's the location, or a location that we might be able to. Because if we don't have, because like what other very high places are there? We can't go to the tip of the Orion Mountains. And I mean, she wouldn't want us to go all the way back to the upper regions of the Etia region. And if it's not the Distant Fingertip, it's probably going to be the top of the Mechonis Sword, the Great Sword. I'm gonna try out the Distant Fingertip first, and if nothing comes of that, Then we'll try out the Great Sword and see if anything is proving skyscraping enough for that to count. Well, here we are. Nia, is this high up enough for you? I don't think it will be. Nope, it doesn't seem like it's going. No comments. We're up really high, but well, we could get up higher probably. Where is the sword? I have no idea where that sword is. It's gone, vanished into the breeze. Either that or it's behind the Orion Mountains, which is likely. All right, well, oh wait, it's on the screen like a moron. Go to Sword March, you idiot. Pay attention to the thing that the game wants you. It's like, oh, where are we going? The tallest place in all the land. A distant fingertip? No, it's on the screen. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I can't speak and I'm blind, apparently. I see no evil, I speak no evil, and I hear no evil. Fine, Sword March. Let's go to Sword March. All right, we are here at the Shattered Pathway within the cavity, the very place that the Annihilator completely destroyed. Luckily for us, these enemies...
A rare thing?
No, it's a purple lamp. We don't even have an electricity to run that thing. The enemies around here are very strong, but we cheated and used the Werther's Originals to train, so everyone is level 91, and these monsters... Even if they decided to attack us, don't break your ankles trying to get down here. Oh god, this is... Oh, no. No, we're gonna break our ankles, aren't we?
I thought I was...
Like this.
unstoppable.
Our ankles. Alright, fine. Let's just get down there. It's taken an embarrassingly long time to get all the way up here. No, don't. You're a Zenzataus. No, I'm not gonna fight you. The music is good. Drifting Soul is a fantastic remix, but I'm not here for it right now. Later, in my own free time, I will listen to incredible music. We need to discuss things. We're finally here at the skyscraping place.
Ah, such a blue sky. Though the world changes, no matter what form it may take, the sky up there, it stays the same. Thank you. I'm grateful to all of you. It's kind of you to indulge me like this.
No, it's fine. Don't forget, asking you along was our idea.
I'm pleased you all became Ouroboros. I'm glad that you did.
Nia, what's gotten into you? Why are you saying this now?
When this battle is over, the stationary worlds will move once again. When the worlds were divided, they knew nothing of each other. In the end, they'll be strangers once again. Perfectly ignorant. As will we. Even so, I wanted to make a memory. The day when we part for good, it's coming. But still, I wanted us to share this moment. I wanted to feel that special connection, those ties that bind us together. Not just as your queen, but also as your friend.
Nia.
So just... thank you. In the end, it's up to you. My hope is invested in your future. You must defeat Zed and make a better world with your own hands.
Hey, that's not quite right.
Huh?
That better world. You'll be building it together with us, Nia.
You mean...
I mean, even if we do get separated, someday we'll see each other again. We want you with us, Nia, in that future. How could we not? We need you. Rather, please stay. Because the connection we share, Nia, that's something that can never be broken.
Mio. I mean, if that's the future that you want... No. let me try that again. That future, I'll share it with you. It's not just yours. It's our future we'll invest in. For that, we need this world to end. Until that time.
Yeah. We'll be by your side until then, Nia.
Quest complete. Grasping my future. With the future now safe in the party's hands, Nia wished to travel together with them once more, until such a day as their journey would come to an end. Nia, the Queen of Agnus, the Life Sage class hero rank limit has been broken, and she can now ascend to level 20, as can Mio, if we ever wanted to do that, which we will not, because we are done. Oh boy, finally, every single hero, queen and commoner alike, has finally and truly gone and been completed. We did the Ascension quests of everyone. And even though the worlds may split, even though they may merge just to split again, which I'm not, never been a fan of that plot point or that ending, but that's just me. We're gonna forget, which again is unsatisfying, but that's just me. We will content ourselves with the time we have left, because even though all things end, we will revel, relish, and cherish everything we have until such a time when we don't remember any of us or our experiences, which is not satisfying to me, but that's fine. That's fine. That's it. That's all I'm probably going to cover in the main stories of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, minus the inevitable, maybe, strong, maybe inevitable unique monster video, if I ever get around to it. Maybe. I really can't think of anything else to do in the main story. The post-game really is largely just Nia and Melia's quests / Ascension quest. And, yeah, that's that. We're done with Xenoblade Chronicle 3's main story, which means Futures redeemed. We are finally, oh my god, we're finally getting around to it. After 38 episodes, we're finally doing Futures redeemed. Oh my god, I've been waiting months for it. I have been waiting on bated breath, and ever since it came out to do it, and we could finally get around to doing it. Oh my god. I do know that there are still a bunch of side quests within the main base game. There was that one bit of gossip in Forto Virbis that led to a quest. I know for a fact that there's some side quests related to Triton's colony, Colony 13, that I just never figured out or looked into unlocking. I'm not going to do those. I think this is a relatively good, complete, perfect stopping point to finish the absolute pinnacle of everything and the content in the base game. We did, I would say, a solid 95% of Xenoblade Chronicles 3's main content, the main vanilla game. 95% of it, I'd say we got done, which is something I can be immensely proud of, considering this took, how many hours did this take? If we save the game, how long? Let's drop one here.
It's good to keep a record.
It took us 128 cumulative hours for this. 128 cumulative hours to beat 95 probably % of the game. And that's something that I am immensely proud of. So with that, we're going to finish up completely, finally, totally, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the next episode, which will come out the day after tomorrow if you're watching this live, it's going to be Futures Redeemed. We're finally getting there, as I've been wanting to for so long. Oh my god, that is going to be an absolutely wicked, fantastic adventure. Oh my god. If you've been watching this entire series all the way up to this point, through all of the boring episodes, through all of the side quests, through all of the terrible quality early episodes, all the way back in January, February? Oh my god, those early episodes. We have come so far, both in the series and out of the series. I've learned so much about making these videos, editing, the quality, all of those external quality things, all of the thumbnails, everything. We've all grown so much. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for sticking with this series, this game. It's one of my favorite games that I've played in recent memory. I love it so much, and I love all of you for watching this incredible Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So whether you watch this incredible adventure for 30 seconds or the entire 137/8 episodes, oh my god, it's so long. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode for Futures Redeemed. Geronimo!